And Jerry Dias is the president of Unifor, and he is joining us today from our downtown Toronto studios. Jerry, first of all, let me wish you a happy Canada Day, and thank you for taking time out to share it with us.
And a happy Canada Day to you as well.
How are you feeling about the announcements that come into effect today?
Well, it's a necessary evil. A tariff war makes no sense. What the facts are is Donald Trump has declared war on Canada, and we have absolutely no choice but to retaliate. For us to do nothing, I would suggest, would be fatal. Therefore, we're going to have to stand up. It's the Prime Minister and the federal government standing up for Canadians, and I wholeheartedly support the tariffs being imposed today.
And I'm so curious about how you see this impacting not only the economy here at home, but also the American economy.
Well, it's clearly going to impact the American economy, and I love the idea that we're targeting specific states. Canada is the #1 trading partner for 30 U.S. states. If you take a look at the auto industry, Canada buys more cars from the United States than the United States ships anywhere else. So our economies are completely intertwined. It's a foolish fight that we have to participate in, but it's a fight that we have no choice.
And also, I'm curious about how you represent, as the voice of Unifor, so many employees in this country, and I'm curious what you're hearing from them.
Unifor represents workers in the 20 largest economic centers of the country, and people are deeply concerned, as they should be. It's not as if there's a stitch of common sense unplaying that are impacting our jobs. Whoever thought the day would come that Donald Trump would be impacting Canadian jobs? So people are concerned about the insecurity and the uncertainty. And corporations, as well as our members, don't know what the next move is because we're convinced that Donald Trump doesn't know what his next move is either.
And there is such uncertainty, as you mentioned there, and I'm curious about what type of strategy you might have to handle these new tariffs.
Well, we have to hit dollar for dollar, and the history shows that we have no choice. Donald Trump last August came after our softwood lumber industry, and we didn't respond. He came after our paper industry. We didn't respond. Came after our aerospace sector. Now it's steel, aluminum. There's talk about auto parts. Look, we just can't sit back and take it on the chin. We need to react as forcefully as possible. And this is a global response. This isn't Canada fighting the United States in isolation. This is numerous nations across the world that are being negatively impacted that are pushing back as well.
And react as forcibly as possible, to use your own phrase. Are you happy, satisfied with the government's attempts to do that?
Absolutely. Like I said, there's a thought process in what they're approaching. When they hit, certain states, like I said, they're getting the attentions of the General Electric. The problem with this whole trade dispute, the tariffs, is that to Donald Trump, this is strictly about politics. It's not about economics. For us, it's all about economics. He's using this fight globally, expecting that in the midterm elections in November, this is going to give him the key to victory. He wants to show the American population that he's fighting for them. But ultimately, this is going to backfire. Take a look at the last time we had a steel war with the United States. It was 2002 under George Bush. There's 185 steel workers in the United States, 185,000. They ended up losing about 225,000 jobs in related industries. Why? Because steel prices got, way, way, way too high, so they couldn't compete. So ultimately, it's about politics. It's not about economics in the eyes of Trump. It's a foolish game.
Jerry Dias with Unifor, we really appreciate you taking time out of your Canada Day to spend time with us. Thank you.
Happy Canada Day. Have a wonderful day.
And to you.